In the quaint village of Whiskerwood, nestled at the edge of a sprawling forest, lived a small and inquisitive orange tabby named Whiskers. Whiskers was not like other cats. His green eyes sparkled with a yearning for adventure that went beyond the cozy confines of his home. He often sat on the windowsill, staring out at the world, imagining the wonders that lay beyond the garden gate. One bright morning, with the sun casting golden hues across the village, Whiskers felt a stirring in his heart. Today was the day. With a deep breath and a swish of his tail, he leapt off the windowsill and padded towards the garden gate, ready to embark on his grand adventure. Whiskers trotted through the village, where the cobblestone streets bustled with activity. He passed by the baker's shop, where the smell of freshly baked bread filled the air, and the blacksmith's forge, where sparks flew as metal met metal. The villagers smiled and waved, but Whiskers' eyes were fixed on the horizon. As he ventured further, he stumbled upon an alleyway shrouded in mystery. Here, he met Rocco, a raccoon with a reputation for mischief. Rocco's eyes gleamed with mischief as he offered to show Whiskers a hidden path through the village. Though tempted, Whiskers remembered the stories of Rocco's trickery and declined politely, moving on with a newfound sense of caution. The village gave way to the edge of the forest, where towering trees whispered secrets to one another. Whiskers stepped cautiously into the woods, the canopy above casting dappled shadows on the ground. As he wandered deeper, he encountered a wise old owl named Hoot, perched high on a branch. "Hello there, little cat. What brings you to this enchanted forest?" Hoot inquired, his eyes twinkling with curiosity. "I'm on an adventure," Whiskers declared. "I want to see the world beyond my garden." Hoot chuckled softly, "A noble quest indeed. But be warned, the forest holds many secrets. Be brave, but also be wise." Thanking Hoot for his advice, Whiskers continued his journey, feeling a mix of excitement and trepidation. Little did he know, his adventure was about to take an unexpected turn. As Whiskers ventured deeper into the forest, he stumbled upon a hidden kingdom of magical creatures. Elves danced in glimmering circles, fairies fluttered around sparkling ponds, and unicorns grazed in sunlit clearings. Whiskers was in awe of the beauty and wonder around him. In the heart of the kingdom, he met Queen Elara, a majestic white cat with sapphire blue eyes. She welcomed Whiskers warmly and invited him to stay in the kingdom as their honored guest. Whiskers was tempted by the offer, but he couldn't shake the feeling that he needed to return home. While Whiskers was enjoying the hospitality of Queen Elara, Rocco the raccoon was hatching a plan. Jealous of the attention Whiskers was receiving, he devised a scheme to lead Whiskers astray. Disguising himself as a friendly guide, Rocco approached Whiskers with a new path that promised to lead him home. "Follow me, Whiskers, I know a shortcut," Rocco said, his eyes gleaming with deceit. Whiskers, eager to return home, followed Rocco without hesitation. The path grew darker and more treacherous, and soon Whiskers found himself lost in the depths of the forest. Realizing he had been tricked, Whiskers felt a pang of fear, but he remembered Hoot's advice and pressed on, determined to find his way back. While Whiskers was enjoying the hospitality of Queen Elara, Rocco the raccoon was hatching a plan. Jealous of the attention Whiskers was receiving, he devised a scheme to lead Whiskers astray. Disguising himself as a friendly guide, Rocco approached Whiskers with a new path that promised to lead him home. "Follow me, Whiskers, I know a shortcut," Rocco said, his eyes gleaming with deceit. Whiskers, eager to return home, followed Rocco without hesitation. The path grew darker and more treacherous, and soon Whiskers found himself lost in the depths of the forest. Realizing he had been tricked, Whiskers felt a pang of fear, but he remembered Hoot's advice and pressed on, determined to find his way back. With renewed determination, Whiskers continued his journey, feeling the warmth of the rising sun on his fur. As he neared the edge of the forest, he heard the familiar sounds of the village. His heart leapt with joy at the sight of the rooftops of Whiskerwood. Sprinting the final stretch, Whiskers burst through the garden gate and into his home, where his family greeted him with relieved smiles and warm hugs. Whiskers' adventure had come to an end, but the lessons he had learned and the friendships he had made would stay with him forever. Whiskers settled back into his cozy life, content with his memories and grateful for the adventure that had taught him so much. The village of Whiskerwood celebrated his return, and Whiskers became a local hero, known for his bravery and wisdom. From that day on, Whiskers knew that while adventures were exciting, there was no place like home. He continued to explore, but always with the knowledge that his heart belonged in the cozy little house at the edge of the village. And so, the brave little cat's homecoming adventure became a cherished tale in Whiskerwood, inspiring others to be curious, brave, and always true to themselves. Join our community by subscribing to our channel. Don't miss out on enchanting stories, magical journeys, and delightful adventures featuring our brave little cat and his friends. Hit the subscribe button now and stay tuned for more heartwarming tales that will spark your imagination and warm your heart.